Ambassador, as you and I are talking right now, and as we covered at the top of the show, Trump is having this conversation with Elon Musk that had some big technical delays, but now is underway. It kind of sounds a lot like what you hear from Trump at a campaign rally. Not a ton surprising there, but he did say something to Elon Musk. I want to read you the quote. It's Trump recounting a conversation he says he had with Vladimir Putin, and appears to be in regard to invading Ukraine, going into Ukraine, something we knew Putin wanted to do. Trump said, quote, "I said to Putin, don't do it, Vladimir. And I told him things that what I would do. And he said, no way. And I said, way." And Trump says, "It's the last time we had the conversation. He would have never done. I get along very well with him, and I hope to get along well with him again. It's a good thing, not a bad thing." What do you make of one, just that story, but also Trump's argue of how much influence he has on the Russian leader?
Well, I think Trump's making that up. He certainly didn't have that conversation with Putin when I was in the White House. I don't believe he had it before then. I can't really speak to what came after. But this is another case of Trump making things up that it's hard to prove or disprove. He can say he had some private conversation at a dinner at a G20 meeting or something like that. I don't think it happened. And I don't think that there was really an occasion for Trump to have that conversation, but it fits the persona that Trump thinks he has. I personally, having watched Trump and Putin together on several occasions, having listened into their phone conversations, having myself met Putin on any number of occasions going back to October of 2001, I think that Putin essentially thinks that Trump is an easy mark. He doesn't respect him, but he understands that using flattery with Trump can get him a long way. I think if Trump did put together the meeting he says he wants to have between Zelensky and Putin in a room together to solve the Ukraine crisis, I think Putin would take Trump to the cleaners to Ukraine's detriment.
Well, I mean, it's an incredibly serious conversation, and obviously the Ukrainians are deeply involved, but just to hear him describing it as, I mean, it sounds like two high school girls. I told him things that what I would do, and he said, no way. And I said, way. I mean, is that how world leaders talk from your experience?
No, it's not even how Donald Trump talks. It's how he wished he talked and how he wished he could show that he's the big alpha guy. But this is imagination on Trump's part. And it shows he really doesn't understand what's at stake here. He knows very little history. He certainly knows next to nothing about the history of Ukraine and Russia, which is deeply complicated even for experts. So to me, the way he recounts these conversations is one more demonstration that he's just not fit to be president.
Ambassador John Bolton, thank you for joining us.
Glad to be with you.
Up next, Trump, as we know, held onto boxes and boxes of top-secret documents. Now he wants the Justice Department to pay him $100 million for coming to take them back. Whether or not he has a case, we'll discuss with Ellie Honig right after this.